Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream. I'm SpottyFC, and you're joining us for regular season action from the Phoenix Cup. This is the last week of action, and what will be on this stream, the last Phoenix Cup match that we'll have of the first stage of the season. The Phoenix Cup is split into three seasons. Three seasons? Ooh, that was a long season. Three sections this season. If it was 3 seasons, we're going to be here for over a year. It's split into 3 sections this season, just like it was last season. 24 teams entered. Of those 24, 16 of them have to play, 16 of them make it through this first stage. This is the round robin portion of it. Each team is placed into a group of 6. There's 4 groups of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24 teams total. And again, the top 16 make it, so it's top 4 out of each group. This top 16 will play in what will be our final bracket qualifier. It's the same system we did last season. Well, it's the same ideas we did last season, not the same system. Instead of doing Swiss like we did last season, it is now a double elimination stage. And 16-team double... Actually, it was double elim last season as well. It was double elimination last season, but it was small group double elimination. This time, it is a big bracket. 16-team double elimination to make it to top 8. The playoffs will be August 10th, which will be a few Sundays from now. So, we're still a couple weeks away from that final bracket, but boy, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great bracket with the kind of teams we have playing. But tonight actually is pretty important because not everybody has guaranteed their spot in the top 16 just yet. Wyffgardium Leviosa have. They are in Group A. They're the number 3 ranked team right now. They cannot go out of the group. But Starlight, they're the number 5 ranked team of 6, meaning they're right now in the elimination portion. To have a chance of making it to the final bracket, they need to win in a sweep. And even then, it's going to be a very tough run for them here. You got a lot of work cut out for them here as well. They're in that 5th stage spot. If they lose, there's no chance they can make it to that final bracket. If they win, I think in a sweep there's a very small chance. It will require Goon Lagoon losing in a sweep as well. And they play NSG, who are also not totally out of it, but are the number 6 team. They also have a chance of making it to the final bracket. It's going to be a very tough one here. These are some of the last matches this season. Forward to this one here. I'm looking forward to this one. Should be a really good match. I'm looking for. Quite honestly, with the kind of caliber of teams that we have here. Starlight, they were here last season in the Phoenix Cup. Could not get out of the group stage then either. Going 1-4 and only being 1 win away from a top 4 spot, which would have been it. So they're in the exact same spot they were last season, just outside of the top 4. See if they even have a chance. If they lose even 1 game this series, their chances are gone. They cannot make it. They're in a very tough position here, Starlight. They've got a lot that they'll have to prove here, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. So we've got Leviosa, though. They've guaranteed their spot, but they're not satisfied right now. They're the number 3 ranked team in their group. They were here last season as well. I think in the same group Starlight was in, actually. Group A last season. So they were the number 3 ranked team that season. They are the number 3 ranked team now, but they can go up in the rankings. Right now the record's 2-2 with a +2 game differential. Goon Lagoon's right behind them at 2-2 with a 0 game differential. And Riff-Offs are above them, 3-2 with a +2 game differential. If they beat Starlight, they will guarantee at least a top 2 spot. Yeah, if they beat them, they will guarantee a top 2 spot. If they lose, the worst they can do is 4th, which would mean that they would be in a pretty bad position. Seeding does matter, because in double elimination, 2 losses, you're out. And if you're a low seed in that group, you gotta play a much tougher team from another group, which is not gonna be easy. I think the way the groups are set up, they'd be playing against, if they were 4th seed, they'd be playing against Mafia Vendetta, which is not a team I would play against. And if they were 2nd seed, they'd play against Ace of Hearts, which actually is probably a better opponent for them. Considering that their season this season's not been great. We'll just have to wait and see, though. This match on the way in just a moment. This is actually also the start of a doubleheader tonight for Wyffgardium Leviosa. They also play in the Cross Progression League literally an hour after this. I'm also going to be streaming that, but I'll be on my personal stream, so I'll get to see that as well. And it's going to be the same roster with Zinc, Lepid, and John. I don't think that's going to change at all this season. They're playing against Starlight with Horizon, Rissiso, and CJ. Let's get this match underway. It's the last match of the regular season for both these teams. For, again, Starlight, slim chances See if you can make playoffs. I don't even know if they actually can make playoffs, because the best I can do is tie Goon Lagoon. I didn't check if they beat them or not this season. But for Wyffgardium Leviosa, they've already guaranteed their spot. This is going to matter a lot for their seeding, and I promise, there's definitely a difference when playing Ace of Hearts or Wyffgardium Leviosa. I mean, I wouldn't want to play either team, considering that they're both full of veterans who know what it's like to be in that top 16. But Ace of Hearts is definitely the opponent I'd rather play against. Mafia Vendetta are a pretty consistent team. They're undefeated this season. Definitely help them out here as they're trying to keep some offense early here. This is again a team that has had a rough season so far. We're only one win away from making the playoffs, making the top 16 last season, and couldn't make it this season. Might be the same for them. How things go here as an early shot, Leopard on the end of it. And it falls right in with Wyffgardium Leviosa with the first goal. Again, as long as they can get even a single game win, they eliminate Starlight from any playoff contention guaranteed. As off to a good start here, a second goal, why not? John KB gets this one. You're talking about good starts. This is a very good start. For a Wyffgardium Leviosa team that didn't miss top 16 last season. They won't miss it this season, although again, they'd love something a little better than third seed. Last season they were third seed in their group. In a very tough group, admittedly, but they did not make it to the top 8. Seeding definitely didn't help them out there. I believe they lost their first matchup, so this season, it's, you know, a bigger double elimination, meaning you're going to have no rematches, but if you're Wyffgardium Leviosa, you're going to give yourself every advantage you can get. If you can win that first match, that top 16 bracket, you only need to win one more and you'll have 2 chances to do it, so it's way better odds with Wyffgardium Leviosa. I'd be willing, again, I would not want to play against Mafia Vendetta with the way that they've been playing this season. I don't think Wyffgardium Leviosa I want to either. Horizon will clear. On KB will, look back for Zinc, but it kind of gets away from him here as Horizon keeps it away. Zinc will keep it up high as Leopard mode. A little bit of space. Still Leopard, who is looking for that flip reset. Horizon to block. John KB challenged away by Horizon. Ball gonna be chipped off the back wall. Starlight looking in front, but a great touch. That's gonna make things a little bit easier for them. As the pressure continues, it is now Zinc who will find this goal. And Zinc's an interesting player this season. He's been doing a bit of team hopping this season. He started the season on the Whiff-Offs, actually, the team that Wyffgardium Leviosa are competing with for that second seed spot. And not only are they competing with not only would he play with the Whiff-Offs, he also played with the Ace of Hearts momentarily mid-season. Now he's on Wyffgardium Leviosa, looking to be his at least his home for the rest of the tournament. Considering it's the end of the first stage, you definitely hope it would be. You don't really want to make roster moves this late in your season. And Wyffgardium Leviosa, just knowing the kind of team they are not likely to make any changes. Oh, it's a miss from Leopard. Oh, wait a second. Rissiso's gonna have this one. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Leopard's not gonna be happy with this one. That's just a complete whiff on the back line. They'll take it. That's the first goal for Starlight this matchup. They're gonna need a lot more. Even have a chance in this last week of the season. As Leopard's not gonna give him anything easy. Right up the kickoff, looking for John KB! And it's a 4-1 lead. Leopard made up for his mistake quite quickly, too. Right up the kickoff as well, just sends one on net, forces Horizon up, and he just finds John KB waiting. Wyffgardium Leviosa go up by 3 goals once again. As Zinc. The reset. Back wall. Leopard challenged anyways. As Wyffgardium Leviosa will take their time. Here goes Zinc. John. All the way back to his own half of the field. Pinch with CJ. Wyffgardium Leviosa. We're going to take another play upfield. This is not over just yet. And they know as long as they can really beat down Starlight, continue to really slow this team down. And to be fair, not only is, Zink the only player that's had his interesting moments with teams, Lepid is, although he hasn't moved teams at all this season, he did used to be on Starlight not too long ago. But he knows this team pretty well. He's good friends with all these players. Again, he's competed with them. He knows this team quite well, and that's not going to be an advantage for Starlight in a match like this. As I play to the back wall, Zink, who didn't get a good first touch here. Horizon's going to jump in. Well, it's not a great touch from Zink, that's for certain. And give credit to Wyffgardium Leviosa. I hope that it's going to be the sort of something big at the end of this game. As a challenge. Left back for Rissiso. Lepid on the save. John KB doesn't find that clear. It's in front of the nets. Lepid was the only one back there for that block. Will do just enough. As it will be Lepid again. Rising on the block. Lepid still. Actually, wait on this one. It's not going to challenge. We'll leave it back for Zink, who doesn't find a good touch either. Horizon on John KB. Then one out of the way. Here goes Rissiso. Saved out. John KB will be there. This Wyffgardium Leviosa team name is one of the longer running team names they've had on the House Wyffendor organization. This is, I think, the team that's been there for quite a while as a name, and it's always had the consistency of having John KB leading it. It kind of traces its roots all the way back to the origin of House Wyffendor as an org, which is referencing, if you didn't know, Harry Potter. If you don't know, Wyffendor might help you out as... Oh, it is. That's going to fall in. Zink's going to take another goal. 2 seconds left. This game is over, and so too, guaranteed now, are the chances that Starlight can make the final top 16. With that win, Wyffgardium Leviosa have eliminated Starlight from the contention. They have not, however, determined what seed they're going to be. Wait and find out as Game 1 goes to Wyffgardium Leviosa. Good offensive performance too. There's going to be... I'm sure they're going to hope for more of that where they've been playing. If you can continue that kind of pressure, Wyffgardium Leviosa could make their last match of the first stage of the season a very, very emphatic one. We'll have to wait and find out. A reminder that they have another match coming up later tonight. That will be in the cross progression league. So in here could really help their spirits going to that next match. Momentum is a real thing in matches like these. Doubleheaders. I remember back in my playing days, I would never go for doubleheaders because I was always so worried about winning that first match. If I lost it, I rarely ever played very well in the second series as well. So I was always petrified to play doubleheaders. For this reason, because you put so much pressure on that first series. But with Wyffgardium Leviosa taking that chance, they are pretty confident against Starlight, and for good reason with the way that they're playing right now. They can win against them convincingly. That's only going to benefit them in their next series later tonight. We'll move into game number 2. Wyffgardium Leviosa. Well, they've eliminated Starlight, but Starlight's still looking for pride at the end of the season. At least something better than a 1-3 record. Oh, that's going to be very tough here with Wyffgardium Leviosa breathing down their necks. Lepid doesn't really find a great touch. It's Horizon who will be right on top of it, and here goes Zink. He's pretty good in the air, Zink, and he's actually got himself set up. Won't be able to get the double tap as he was moving a bit too slowly. Still stay with it here as cleared away. Will be Lepid mode off the side wall. Rissiso doesn't read this. Oh, a missed chance there. I don't think Wyffgardium Leviosa were expecting that shooting attempt to be so easy for themselves. There was no one competing, and now Horizon's gonna take it. I think they were quite shooken up by that last giveaway chance. But they'll be more than happy to take it. Wyffgardium Leviosa stay up in the challenges. They'll need to find an answer. Leopard wins the play in front of the net. That bounce will go straight to CJ. Think that is right in front of the net. I don't like that touch. That is straight to Starlight and straight to where they like it best. They love it in front of that net because they're going to make things happen in front of that net. And they're showing you it right now. 2 goals here in 1 minute and 6 seconds. That touch from Zink, who is just looking to get the ball out. You never go through the middle of the field when you clear, because there's that risk that if they take it away, they have a straight look at the net. You always clear to the sidewall, to the boost on the sidewall. Much tougher read to make. It's one that they're not usually going to cover as often. The bad decision for Aaron Zink, who usually is pretty smart on his plays. Then the fact that this team is now down 2-0. Not a touch I was looking for. Everybody getting bumped here. John KB choosing not to challenge. Now it is Leopard who finds a way to get around Rissa, so I don't know how he did that. This ball cleared. Zink looking for the net. He actually found a great chance to shoot. There was nobody back. CJ wasn't there. Wyffgardium Leviosa had a great chance. Now look for another, but taken away as some demos now open up the field. John KB takes that one. Still John, who will... Oh, he didn't do what he wanted. I think he was looking for the pass. It still could result in a chance, but one that will be kept up by Rissaso. As Zink, back wall, will be Leopard, who will instead take it wide. Can't find the target. Now he's left it for John KB. As CJ, Rissaso to clear. All the way back was Zink, who was not taking any chances. He'll leave it. It's a great block. Horizon read that perfectly. And now, off the back wall, it's Leopard, I think, was looking for a play there for Zink, but Zink is nowhere to be found. He didn't want to push, and now it's a 2v2 chance. It is Zink on target. Saved by Horizon. Follow up by Zink. He can do pretty well on 1v1s. Actually feels like a pretty competitive match because Starlight themselves are a very good 2v2 team. Leopard and Zink, while they aren't 2v2 teammates per se, they're pretty good ones players. This is a very weird matchup. Rarely when we get to see a 2v2 match in a 3v3 like this, but I mean, honestly, if I have to ask for any 2v2 match, this would maybe be it. As Zink holds on, flip reset! Can't find the target. Rissaso will hold on, and in fact, he's not even going to break up the 2v2. He wants his chance all on his own. But Leopard never challenged. Take this one away. Off the ceiling. Leopard, ground pinch. Horizon not have any issue stopping it as a potential demo in front. Actually, it's going to be Zink who's taken out of the play. Starlight who will take the ball. We're really just wasting time at this point. Defense is doing wonders for them here as Leopard, reflection off of Rissaso. Still Leopard, still going, and he will find the net. Zink was nowhere to be seen, so Leopard just decided to take it himself here. And this is one of those weird plays, because he could have shot early there, but he would have likely shot into Horizon. It's not an easy touch to make. Credit to Leopard, who never gave up on that one, even that close to the net. Wyffgardium Leviosa are in need of one more goal this game. Don't have a lot of time to do it too. 60 seconds left on the clock. Rissaso looking to end things. That's a clean shot. Yeah, Leopard wasn't ready for that first shot. He was very slow to it. And that surprises me, being the player that far back. As a third player back, you're always supposed to keep your mind with whatever is happening on the play. Once you take your mind off the ball, it can really move quickly. Leopard was not paying attention. And it's going to be a lot of pressure now for Wyffgardium Leviosa as John KB challenged by Horizon. Rissaso. Leopard, he's got to go for this one. He left the play initially. Zink to clear. Oh, he doesn't have this one. And Wyffgardium Leviosa do not look like they have a rotation there. I think missing really did not help them. Now he'll go upfield. Already up. John KB. He's not going to shoot this one as he doesn't make contact. I mean, this Wyffgardium Leviosa team definitely lives and dies with how John KB plays. If he has an off game, which he sometimes tends to do, this team can really become a 2 versus 3 game. That does not favor Wyffgardium Leviosa, even though Leopard and Zinc are quite solid on their own. Just 3v3 after all, and if John KB has an off game, like he did here, it definitely shows. This team looks very, very slow. Again, this Wyffgardium Leviosa team definitely lives and dies with John KB playing well or not. If he doesn't play well, this team struggles. And that's something that they are definitely acutely aware of. Considering it's been one of their biggest issues this season, has definitely been their reliance on John KB. I'm better hope that this is not going to be consistent this series, because if it is, Starlight have a very good chance of beating them here. And while they can't make top 4, they can prevent Wyffgardium Leviosa from having a higher seed. Go into game number 2. Oh, sorry, game number 3. And with Wyffgardium Leviosa now, no, they really gotta make sure to get these wins. They gotta make sure that John KB is playing well. If he doesn't play well, it could be an issue here. And not only is John KB a player who has his inconsistencies, so sometimes known to be a bit emotional at times. That's something that let them get the better of you. I don't think he's gonna be that emotional this series, considering that there's literally not much on the line for them. Even if high seed, low seed doesn't really matter, they're starting in the same spot basically. Definitely something to keep track of, especially as we get further in the season and emotions start to flare up more and more as you get into tougher and tougher matchups with more and more on the line. The Wyffgardium Leviosa team that gotta find that consistency, as this is not a good start. Rissaso with the flick, great save from John KB. I think we'll need to play this one. As they'll keep the play moving. As Verizon. Back wall, won't have this one. Rissaso, shot saved by Zinc. As Leopard will clear it out. Ooh, CJ whiffed. Rissaso, CJ off the back wall. John KB's facing the wrong direction. Great job from Leopard to recognize it. And Rissaso in field. That's a perfect play. Oh, what a smart decision. What a strike! That was nice. As Horizon, it's 2 now. Starlight, oh, that's a coaxer pinch as well. Just finding ways to make life difficult for Wyffgardium Leviosa. Definitely, I gotta give credit, this is definitely an inspiring attempt. Leopard missing that second touch will be left for CJ, cleared ahead by Zinc. Rissaso. The back wall, ooh, CJ doesn't read this one. Starlight still have this though, and this is a team that does so well with this loose rotation. This is not a team that really has that much structure to them. A lot more loose. Never really gonna break this team rotationally. Definitely gonna be one of the tough parts about Starlight. That's why they're so consistent playing against teams. The problem though is that they have their issues sometimes of being able to really bring a constant threat. But I guess Wyffgardium Leviosa team that is struggling a lot more than they are right now. Rotationally, Starlight's playing just fine. Horizon will clear. Maybe he waits back, and again, one of Starlight's biggest issues, it's always been an issue with this team, historically. They haven't changed that much. It's always been an issue with them, that they are rather defensive by nature, especially when they're under pressure. They like to turtle back, really play in the nets. Wyffgardium Leviosa haven't really done that yet. They have not played aggressively enough to where Starlight feels that pressure to sit back. But again, something that is a constant issue for Starlight is that if the opponents start to play really aggressively, they start to really fall back here. But again, because Gryffindor is not doing that, they don't feel that need to do so. That's why they're playing a lot better here, because they have a lot more freedom to move. Another big clear for CJ. It feels like Wyffgardium Leviosa starting to really grasp at straws here. As Horizon on that demo, Haristo with the third for Starlight. I have to say, I don't really know what else to say about this, but other than Starlight is playing the way they want to. As Zinc, maybe a flip reset, will be cleared off the line by CJ. Horizon. Chasing it down is John KB. CJ. Really make this easy on himself, does he? Zinc will clear. Lepid towards the net. Oh, strong shot! And one that Horizon will not get to. Just a powerful effort that finds nothing but net. And it's a big goal here for Wyffgardium Leviosa, although they're still down by 2. As Horizon. CJ. Horizon towards the nets, but it is waiting. Zinc will hear the ball down the field as challenging is Lepid. John KB. CJ. It all the way back. John, dunked by CJ, will be Rissiso. But Starlight still playing upfield. Zinc, big save. He's got a second touch on that as well. Horizon keeps it out. As John tripped on it. He's got the save anyways. Here goes Rissiso. That's high of a net. Intentionally so, not trying to give anything for free here. With a minute to go, Starlight would take match point in their final week of Season 5. Zinc challenges. And he will leave it for Lepid. 48 seconds left. Wyffgardium Leviosa have a chance. They'll need another, but they've got the time to do that. They've just given themselves the opportunity to begin with here. Now they need one more. For a game that started so poorly for them. Maybe this is where things turn around. I mean, it's already a good start here. Zinc finds a play upfield. John, straight to Horizon, who will clear it away. Straight back to Zinc. Gets that demo as well. Starlight will be first to it. They're going to keep that offense. It's all that found its way in. Nobody jumped for it. Everybody thought it went wide. And Starlight take a 2-goal lead late. I mean, you could not have asked for any shot better than that from Rissa, so nobody thought that was going in. And that may have just silenced Wyffgardium Leviosa in Game 3. As Rissiso, John KB, CJ challenging, Zinc. Wyffgardium Leviosa, not enough time left to come back this game. Starlight take match point. Playing for fun, playing for one last victory at the end of the season. Starlights are one game away from doing so. Only one more win needed. Again, possibly one game away. Could be 2. We'll see how this goes, but we're going to Game 4. Starlight had another strong start this game. It was a lot closer than the last one, but they'll take it. They'll take them how they come. I can say though, 2-1 leading, and if Wyffgardium Leviosa, if they were to lose this series 3-1, they'd be under threat of potentially falling to the 4th seed. They would lose their chance of getting the 2nd seed. They would have a pretty good chance that they could fall to the 4th seed again, depending on how Goon Lagoon plays later this season. Actually, they play later tonight, actually. We'll see how they perform. Let's go to Game 4. Let's see if Starlight can complete the win Last season, they ended at 1-4 on the record. This season could be a much better ending for them. 2-3. Still not enough to make top 16, but better record. See if this is their chance to do so against Wyffgardium Leviosa. Game 4. And Wyffgardium Leviosa, while they have guaranteed a top 16 spot, will not be happy if they concede this series to Starlight. As John KB get things moving, Rissaso to block. Up goes Zinc. This ball left for Horizon. Dunk mid. Oh, Zinc can't go. He was already leaving the place, so probably get a bit of a free buy there as here goes Zinc. Will leave it. Horizon the clear. And Starlight will wait, says maybe a play in front. Here goes Rissaso! Saved by John KB. A huge effort. Zinc was not there. Lepid was not there. John got the block. Now the other way. Oh, it almost went in. Lepid up the back wall. Horizon just gets enough on it. And here goes CJ. Flip reset. Clear back in by Zinc. Horizon. John KB. Rissaso. Still for John as Horizon. Challenging. Still moving. Starlight looking for that first goal to really shut down Wyffgardium Leviosa here in Game 4. Zinc. Well, that's going to be a good chance. But CJ was waiting, and he'll take it to the corner. Awkward bounce, but nothing that Lepid hasn't seen before. As actually ran into Zinc there. A bit awkward here, but it will still work out as a easy block for Horizon. That shot wasn't going to ever go in. Starlight stay with it as Horizon running on a boost just before he can make that touch of the back wall. Still Starlight, but not getting close enough. They're not finding these plays close to the nets that they really want. Really looking, but Wyffgardium Leviosa doing a great job at just challenging when they need to. As that one saved away. Wyffgardium Leviosa, oh, they ran into each other. John KB took out Lepid. Oh, nothing made of that, but you don't want to give away a goal on anything like that. It's only going to make things worse for you. It's Horizon the clear. Lepid 2. Take it back. Now Swiftman are doing a very good job at really winning the possession this game. You talk about being on the edge, being on the losing end of a matchup. This is definitely one way to bounce back from such a rough last couple of games. Need a goal though. They have not been able to find that yet, and Starlight are not making it easy. But they are running low on boost here. That miss from Zinc. And Starlight get some room that they desperately needed. CJ. No extra touch on that flip reset will let Horizon take his chances. It's one-on-one still. Starlight not finding any plays close to the net. Now here's their chance as here goes Rissaso. CJ! Oh, what a fake! Well, if you can't get plays close to the net, you gotta get a little bit fancy with it at times. That's a cheeky fake from Rissaso, who had the boost to make that double tap. And we talk about the chemistry that Starlight have. That's the chemistry they bring in the matches like these. You don't see most teams do that. And now they'll get another off the kickoff. It's CJ with a second. And Starlight, all he needed was one. Now that this game has burst right open, it is Starlight who look to take it and win it. Now looking for 3, maybe. Can't get too ahead of themselves, though. 2 goals is easily enough here, as long as they are able to play a consistent game. And they'll clear again. This is a chance, and it will be a 3rd. Lepid took an opportunity to challenge, but didn't realize Horizon was right behind him. Epic hesitated too. He was never going to get to that challenge to begin with. And Starlights are closing in on a series victory. When it would be what it would be. CJ will clear. Now Zinc will out of the way. Bid is already up, but Leviosa, do they have any hope left in them this game? That's a fake on John KB, which will leave the play to horizon. Off the back wall. Epid. Clear away by Arisiso. Downs by John KB. Zinc. Back wall. Second touch. It's left back for Lepid. As here goes John. 1 minute to go. Sorry, less than 1 minute to go. 30 seconds to go here. And Starlight in a celebratory mood, that's for certain. They may be playing defense, but it's them who have the lead. It's them who's got to hold it, though. 16 seconds left in this game. Wyffgardium Leviosa need a miracle late in Game 4. So little time to go. So much needed out of Wyffgardium Leviosa. Zinc kept up by Arisiso. And he'll clear it away. Lepid holds on, but unable to take it any further. Starlight will win the series. 3-1 the scoreline. They may be out of Season 5, but they'll end on a high note against Wyffgardium Leviosa. Through 4 games, they'll end their season at 2-3. Wyffgardium Leviosa may have taken the spot above them, but it is Starlight who will be celebrating tonight. They may not be in the top 16, but I'm sure they feel like it. That's a big victory against quite a tough opponent. All credit to them. That's a big win and a big time for Starlight, who, again, will be more than just happy with that victory. It was last season they played. The last time they played them in ATS was last season. We're in the same group before. They lost that match in 5 games. Tonight, they win in 4. What a huge victory for this team. I mean, I'm sure they're feeling ecstatic about it. Anyone should be with a victory like that. Alright, we'll take this one. 3-1 series victory. Thank you all so much for joining. This ends Week 5 in the Ascend Tournament Series. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your night. Take care. Be well. Thank you all so much. We'll see you guys soon with more action. This actually doesn't conclude Week 5 on the stream. We'll be live again tomorrow. I forgot. We have a match tomorrow from Week 5. We'll see you guys then, 9 Eastern, for that one. For now, take care. Have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow.